Sacha Earnest, it's very cool to meet you. Thank you very much for joining us. So Oompher is all about inspiring people to achieve extraordinary things. So in your incredible BMX journey so far, who's inspired you?
I have two people who inspired me. One of my friends, Jessie, she's 17 or 16, and then Sarah Walker.
Okay, wow. And it sounds like your brother was pretty inspiring for you in the early days when getting into the sport as well.
Yeah.
So when did he start riding?
He started riding when he was 4 as well.
Okay, and so how did you first get into the sport? Like why did you first decide to start riding?
I decided to start riding because the family was doing it and I didn't want to sit on the sidelines doing nothing.
Yeah. So your brother was doing it and your parents are mountain bikers as well, eh?
Yeah.
Okay,
We
cool.
mountain bike as well.
Yeah, and do you remember when you first started riding? Was it pretty hard?
Kinda. When I started riding, I always went to Pyro, and that's like a good track. It's got a heap of straights.
Yeah. And how old were you when you started riding?
4.
4. Wow. That must have been pretty scary back then, was it? Or no? You just wanted to get into it so you weren't missing out on all the fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good stuff. And what age did you first do your first competition?
I first did my competition when I was 4 still. I had to race my brother because it's 5 and under,
Okay, 5 and
and
under.
he was 5.
So he's 1 year older than you?
Yeah.
Okay, and you're faster than him?
Nearly.
Oh, do you always race him and stuff as well?
Yeah, I have to race him for practice to get faster.
Okay, good stuff. And how did you get so good at it? I mean, you must have had a pretty intense sort of training schedule, I can imagine, in the early days and still now. So how often do you train?
5 or 6 days a week,
Okay.
mostly in the weeks.
Yeah.
The week, not the weekend.
And how long would you ride for at one sort of time?
1 hour and a half.
An hour and a half. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it pretty tiring?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine. So,
When we're finished, we get a muck around.
okay, cool. And what do you do when you muck around?
Just do skills,
Yeah.
jumping
Oh,
and
cool.
manualing.
Yeah, good stuff. So through the AMP scholarships, AMP is encouraging Kiwis to apply for an AMP scholarship to do their thing. So what wise words would you give young people or people in general thinking about applying for a scholarship?
Doesn't really matter what you do, at least you have a passion for it, and it's okay to talk to people about what you do, and if you talk to people about what you do, like sports, they'll get excited about what you do too.
And what do you think made your thing unique to the judging panel? Because it's pretty cool.
I think the judges can see that I am passionate about riding my BMX bike really fast and have won 2 World Championship titles, and I'm still only 8 years old.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, eh? Yeah. And what's the biggest opportunity that receiving an AMP scholarship has given you, do you think?
Meeting lots of people. That AMP dinner was amazing, and so many people were coming up to talk to me. And it was great to get BMX on the news, and lots of people in the community were really excited for me.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I mean, for you personally, I mean, what does success look like for you when doing your thing?
It's all about having fun. I wouldn't be riding my bike if I didn't like it.
Yeah, so you have lots of fun when you're riding it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what about the big goal coming up? Can you tell us a bit more about that with the World Championships this year?
Well, I've got an opponent which came second last year, and she wants to come first this year, so I have to try as hard as I can. And then there's no girls in my group.
Okay. And when you're
from New Zealand.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. So when you're riding, I mean, what motivates you to do your thing?
Mostly my brother Jake motivates me.
Okay.
And to increase my skills in jumping and manualing.
Yeah.
And when I'm trying something new, he'll always be there and show me how to do it.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. And I mean, what makes New Zealand such a cool place for you to do your thing?
We have a lot of talented riders in New Zealand, so I don't. I don't have to travel very far, and local riders from our BMX club, some of the best riders in New Zealand.
Yeah, and you talked about some people like Sarah Walker and,
Yeah.
and so on. That's pretty amazing, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, you've definitely done, as you said before, just amazingly well with winning different titles and so on. So can you tell us a bit more about some of the titles that you've won and how you went about that?
Well, I've won 2 World Championship titles in a row, and then 2 national titles in a row, and then a North Island title, and then 2 Auckland champs in the title.
Cool. And what do you think it is that you do differently that allows you to go on and win all these titles to all the other girls around the world?
Well, I always commit to myself and have confidence in my heart so I can win.
Cool, fantastic. And are you shaping up well to win the Belgium World Champs in 2015,
Yeah.
you think? Yeah. So you're training pretty hard at the moment, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And what's the dream?
My dream is to go into the Olympics one day and try and get gold.
Cool, yeah. And have you talked to, I presume you've talked to people like Sarah Walker and stuff
Yeah.
who've been to the Olympics? Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. And I mean, is it getting harder and harder every year with people getting better and better? Or?
Yeah, kind of, but it's not too hard because they're getting better and I'm getting better as well.
Yeah, true. Yeah. And just before we head into our quick fire questions to finish off, tell me a bit more about the BMX clinics that you've run with your dad Dion. That sounds pretty cool as well.
Well, I've made a Ride Like a Girl BMX clinic, and a lot more girls have started riding because they've seen me ride and they want to ride as well and get first a lot.
Yeah, awesome. And do you like helping other riders in the sport?
Yeah, because then it'll get more girls and boys into the sport, so we have a lot of people in BMX, not other.
Yeah. So you must have seen heaps of young people riding. I mean, what are some of the things that you reckon differentiate the people who ride really, really well and the people who don't ride as well?
Well, the people who ride really well, they get a lot of skills, so they can, because if you manual, you can get faster or slower, because if you do a nice smooth manual, you can go slower, not faster.
Yeah, cool, okay. And we've just got a few quick fire questions to finish. What's the biggest thing that you're working on at the moment to improve?
Mostly I'm working on my skills to
Okay. And what do you mean when you say skills?
like jumping and manualing,
Okay.
because those are the skills that you use in, or on tabletops, which are like that.
Okay.
I could be doing some nose manuals
Yeah.
just on my front wheel quickly.
Yeah, cool. And having been involved in BMX since you're 4, I mean, what would you say is some of your biggest bits of advice for other people who want to become professional riders as well?
If you wanted to become like a professional rider, you would have to train heaps like me, because my little cousin Amber, she just wants to get really fast like me, so I said to her, just train more.
Yeah.
She doesn't train that much.
Okay, so it's all that training, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got to put in lots of hours. Okay, and should people look at going to classes and getting coaches and stuff, or is it just a matter of riding as much as you can?
Yeah, it's about both of that, because
Okay.
when you get coaches, it's good, because they teach you more, and then after that you try to do it, and then you get better and better at it for like a long time.
Cool. Yeah, and just before we finish off, what's your parting sort of bit of advice for people who are looking at applying for an A&P scholarship?
It doesn't really matter what you do, because at least you have a passion for it, as I said before, and confidence as well.
Yeah. So just do it, you reckon? It's just give it a go?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Okay. And obviously you're still so young, so we can't wait to see what's ahead next. So when you look back, I mean, what are you most proud of so far?
Well, I'm most proud of my 2 World Championships I had last year and the year before, and I'm still looking forward to go back to Europe, because we're mostly there for a holiday.
Yeah, do you like it over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, cool. So to finish off, Sacha, can you look down this camera here and tell us what's a bit of advice you want to give to New Zealanders? So what are your wise words for the people of New Zealand?
It doesn't matter what you do either, because at least you have a passion for it and confidence, and then you can be a world champion if you want to, and then have a wise mind in your head, and then you might become what you want to be when you're older.
Awesome, Sacha Earnest, thank you so much. It's been very cool to talk. Cheers.